Hey, hello there, wrestling fans, to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am Joe Panther III, and man, oh man, oh man, Ringside crew, this is Sunday night. Well, Sunday partially night, 7 o'clock, but I have a person that is well known from XPW deathmatch wrestling. Like, I remember watching XPW when I was in college. This lady is part of my teenage years watching deathmatch wrestling. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Ringside crew. It's VC, Veronica Kane.
Welcome, Veronica.
I was jamming out to your music. I like your theme song.
I saw you, Bob, and I was like, "Are we about to
twerking
Veronica
over here,
Kane dancing?" I thought she was gonna turn around and start giving. I was watching you in the bottom. Is she gonna get up and start twerking? Like that's extra, Joe. Like the screen goes back and you're in a full split. I'm like, "Whoa, Veronica, we're live!" Oh my god!
It'd be okay.
The fans would have been like, "Tip her."
Yeah.
So Veronica Kane, welcome, and so let's go back to the beginning of your illustrious career, Veronica.
Okay.
So this is how I always do with my guests. If you haven't watched my podcast before, let's go to the beginning. Where did it start for you with professional wrestling? Was it a match you saw? Was it something that you wanted to do since you were a child? Like, where does it come from, wrestling, for you?
So I had a little exposure to wrestling along the way, obviously as a kid, and in the USA, growing up in the 80s. You're going to be exposed to the WWF, WWE now, and Glow. And, I would see things on TV and I'd be, this is pretty cool. But I was never really like a super fan or anything like that. But I kind of had a little knowledge of who was who. And I'd see a little storyline here and there. My first live wrestling event, actually, oddly, was a no-ring event in the middle of a bunch of bands. It was bands were playing, rockabilly bands. Actually, my good friend Johnny Legend's band, may he rest in peace. He just passed away. I don't know if you're aware of Incredibly Strange Wrestling, but kind of a cult favorite sort of thing. And yeah, they just started doing this wild no-ring wrestling show in between bands, and I thought it was really cool. And it's just strange to me that 20, 30 years later, whatever it is, like, I would be working with wrestlers doing no-ring shows. Sometimes we bring bands, so it's come sort of full circle. As far as getting involved, though, and getting kind of hands-on and catching the bug for indie wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, would have been actually my first XPW show, which at the time they were having girls kind of outside the venue, sort of like making a commotion, being flashy, wearing little booty shorts, and we had signs advertising the show tonight, just trying to get like foot traffic. And I think just sort of making a spectacle to get some attention. If you know anything about Rob Black, he likes to make a spectacle.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching, because in college, one of my friends was like a huge XPW fan. And me being like Mr. Old School, I remember ECW and the ECW days, being in New York, watching the cassette tapes with Tommy Dreamer and Taz and all those guys. And my friend's like, "Oh, Joe, check out this promotion. You're going to like it. It's just like ECW, but it's called XPW." And Rob Lee, he was going on all the names. Like, "Oh my God, Rob Black, he's so crazy." And oh my gosh. And I can't think of her. Oh my God, her name is slipping my brain. That everybody loved from XPW. All the girl, like one of the girls. Oh my God, this one.
Lizzie Borden, for instance.
Yeah, he was obsessed with Lizzie Borden. Oh my God, Lizzie Borden. Look at the tape. And I'm like, "Is this a wrestling tape or is this a porno?" He's like, no, you'll see. He started showing me them, and then he got to the ones that Lizzie Borden did a lot of stuff in the ring.
Oh, absolutely. I'm obsessed with Lizzie Borden, so she's one of my best friends.
Someone told me, this guy that was telling me that he saw that I got you, and he's like, "Oh, you should try to see if Lizzie Borden would come on, but she hasn't really talked about wrestling." And I'm like, "Has anybody?" And then I messaged to you, and I was gonna send him a voice, but I sent a thing, and in my mind, it was like me talking in my microphone, going, "Do you realize I have a nerd culture podcast on the Mondays? I literally talk about everything,
That's great.
everything." Like,
That's great.
we talked about a bucket, and the girl went 18 inches of Galactus, and
Oh
I was,
dear.
oh Jesus! I was like, I was like,
A what?
18 inches of Galactus, Jesus! It's bigger than. I was like, damn. I literally made the
Not
joke.
you with the ruler.
I live in my basement, parents' basement, and I was like I used to do the podcast in the back of the back of the house, and I was looking, I was like, my dad is handy. Where's my dad? I need my dad's ruler. Stat. Where is it? Where's the damn ruler?
Oh my God.
Like everybody is laughing. That was like the joke of the year when Valerie did the 18 inches of Galactus. But being backstage at these XBW shows, I heard some stories, watching Dark Side of the Ring. But like, what was it like being backstage at like XBW shows? Was it like a party all the time back there?
No, I think there's a misconception associated with, certain aspects of XPW, and definitely the locker room. Okay, I'll tell you what. There was a year or two prior to my joining where I wasn't, in the back, so I can't say what was going on then. And there may have been a little more recreational stuff going on then, but in my time, it was pretty professional. I would have to say, like, I really didn't see much in the way of, the big party that everybody thinks is going on back there. No, it's a professional show. Most of the people that I worked with were, pretty in control of themselves.
Yeah.
And even when I worked with them a couple of years ago, for the most part, same thing. The parties are always after. The party lifestyle is the after party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was wondering because that watching it on TV, it was just like crazy. The fans, the crowds.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I have heard some wild stories about some things, that I wasn't a part of, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you get a bunch of young crazy people together, and they're gonna get wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was like the craziest spot or thing you ever saw within during a show at an XPW show?
I mean, the handful of things that always come to mind are, some of the high spots, like the Vic Grimes during free fall, like coming pretty close to not landing in the ring was amazing. Supreme, the fire spot with Supreme that went, pretty wrong, but looked crazy. Terry Funk here in Philly when he sliced his arm open, like stuff like that. Probably the most gruesome stuff. A lot of the high spots with like Angel too, stuff where you're like, whoa, I can't believe that kid's still walking, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like that was the majority of it. Some people might say the Buck Naked match and the Raw Sewage match, both of which I was in, were kind of wild to be a part of. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have I guess I would say a promotion now. She's hardcore. Like, what is that like to being the big dog now backstage?
So, I mean, She's Hardcore isn't a promotion.
Oh, sorry.
I work with X Brand Wrestling, which is a very deathmatch heavy promotion out here on the East Coast. And She's Hardcore kind of came about because I wanted to do so many different things in the wrestling world. I wanted to be involved in managing a wrestler. It ended up being that now I'm a general manager at X brand. So I am, a big part of creative, and I get to play a pretty big role, which is a lot of fun for me. But She's Hardcore is it's encompasses being I call myself an empowerment specialist. I'm not like a manager. I'm not trying to manage anybody. I'm just trying to empower them, and sponsor and support, and particularly women's wrestling, and particularly women's hardcore death match, like everything that falls under the ultra violent umbrella, is really kind of my jam. So She's Hardcore. We do sponsor the She's Hardcore belt that Angel Metro has,
Love it.
and she's killing it right now. So I'm super proud that she's representing the brand right now.
She's been on here twice. Such good people.
She
Like,
really is.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I every time I come on the podcast, I tell her, Angel, do you realize every time I book you, I'm always prepared for something really cool to come out of your mouth? And she started laughing. She's like, really, Joe? And I'm like, yeah, because I know every time I get you, I'm gonna hear something new from you, not the same story that I've seen on. I could just flip the Instagram and go,
yeah,
okay, she's doing this now. No, she's gonna tell me piece by piece, brick by brick, when that match happened and how she felt about it. Not
yeah,
like, okay, I did this or that. No, you know what I mean? Like
yeah. No,
she's
she's good people. She's working really hard too. She's been, traveling up here to work with. She's been working with Tarzan lately,
mm,
training a few days a week. So she's been at my place, camping out for a few nights while she goes. She just goes to training, comes home and zonks out and gets up and does it, a few more days in a row. So I'm really impressed with her work ethic, with her creativity, with her dedication, and with how tough she is.
yes.
So I'm super happy to be like collaborating with her.
Shout out to her, and if
Yeah.
she's not watching this because she's zonked out right now, shout out to you, girl. To you. I was at Tarzan. I saw him at Smash Masters Wrestling in Scranton, and I said hi a few times. We talked. He's a nice guy, really tough, super
Oh
tough.
yeah, he's just so good. He's just really really good at wrestling. I mean, like he's dedicated his life to learning the different styles and to uh, coming up with creative ways to entertain people in the ring, and that's what it's all about. So like, yeah, he's definitely a top notch dude in my book.
Is there any other female wrestlers within the deathmatch scene that you want to like get under your wing or want to be able to bring in the promotion that your GM with? I mean, see, you're
I mean, possibly, yeah. Well, I will say one thing. I will say is stay tuned, because later this year I'll be making an announcement. Well, I'll be making an announcement about a women's hardcore invitational later this
Ooh,
year, sponsored by She's Hardcore.
okay.
So you're going to see some of your favorites there, and yeah, maybe you'll see some new faces. And as we mentioned earlier, Vivian Joro, love her. She's brand new. As far as getting in there and getting the death matches. But from what I've seen so far, there's nothing stopping her. If she keeps after it and keeps applying herself, like I definitely got my eye on her
Oh yeah, she's
for sure.
another dude's at ringside guest, and she sent me one of her awesome T-shirts, and I love that shirt. And I look at it and go, she may be bloody, but I could see like the fight coming out of her heart.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah.
little fighter, like it's not even a brawler. She's just a beat your ass kind of girl. I use her as a bodyguard. Be like, she's already bloody, but she will buck you up.
I
Like,
really, really look forward to watching her, blossom into who she's going to be. I know she's going to do a lot of damage.
yeah, she did a show yesterday on Valentine's Day.
Okay, yeah.
I saw that. And I was like, she sent me a clip. I put it on YouTube, and it got like I think 600 views already. It just her and this other girl just pugging, boom, 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 punching each other. I was like, oh damn.
Nice. I'll
Woo.
have to check it out.
Uh, um, yeah. So I like there's some other ones that I could think that give you ideas for your tournament. Randy West be another idea.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of keep my eye out and start tapping people to see who's interested, who's available, and who's hungry and
Yeah.
wants that beautiful. The She's Hardcore strap is beautiful.
Oof.
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
designed by Mark Glady. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mark Glady here.
Shout out. Do you have it with you, or is it in under hiding yet? It hasn't been revealed.
Oh, Angel has it.
Oh,
Angel
okay. Oh,
Metro has
see?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
she reps it, like, depending on where she's at. She repped it in Texas
Mm.
when X Brand and Loco did their dual show down there.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah.
Um, when it comes to like your shows and like getting prepared, how soon do you like get everything done after after that one show, the next show? How soon do you start like getting to your books and like writing down the matches on who you want to face?
I mean, I've had time to take my time with this women's title and upcoming tournament. So as far as with She's Hardcore and myself specifically, like I'm able to sort of do this on my own time right now. But working with X Brand, um, Justin, the owner of X Brand, he likes to keep the momentum and keep the hype, and that's one of the many things I love about working with them. Is he'll be like, hey, what do you think about, let's do a show next month? Like, we just did a show, and he'll have another show ready for next month. Um, and it'll always be some odd, we've always got some odd twist or something to it that I feel has made us creatively excel. Like, we've grown because we've had to at times, not having a venue or not having a ring, or uh, we had one show where we showed up with all of our glass ready to do a full death match show and got told we couldn't use glass.
Oh,
So it was like last minute coming up with, and the show rocked. It was called Fear.
mm.
It was in October of 24. But yeah, there's always something. We just did a show in a cave and it was
Ooh. In a
gorgeous. I mean,
real
it was
cave?
just an amazing backdrop for that particular show. Was a no ring show.
Oh,
And then we were keeping pretty busy during some tough times around here on these basement shows. So we were doing these really raw, raunchy shows with a small number of fans, but we definitely had some dedicated fans that were coming out. Um, and just these guys were just killing each other in the basement every month.
mm.
And we even had like Nick Gage came and saw us there. We've had some interesting people stop by. It was Tim Strange from the UK. A lot of our friends from POR down in where they Virginia come through. So we even went so far as we had a show one time in a boxing ring because we
Oh,
were
wow.
so desperate. We were desperate for a ring. We're like, we got to find a place. So yeah, we've definitely, I'm very proud of the work that I've done with X Brand Wrestling. Last year we did Wicked 13, which was a 13-person deathmatch tournament. It was the first deathmatch tournament that X Brand's ever done. And I was definitely an integral part of that. And like, I will always wear that feather in my cap. I'm very, very proud to have been a part of that. And, that I joined up with an organization of really good people, very authentic and humble and hardworking and dedicated people. And I'm super excited. We're still trying to put together this year's Wicked 13. So people keep their eye out for that. And also, X Brand is about to start a school
Mm.
here, which is really exciting. Anthrax, our world champ, is going to be the head trainer there, and they're going to be training old school from the ground up. So he's very adamant that they're not going to be churning out, deathmatch wrestlers. You just, come here and pay a few bucks and we'll teach you how to bleed. Like, they're going to be taught wrestling, and they're going to be working with, our boys and girls, our wrestlers, now that are on the roster, will be getting in there and honing their skills. And I'm really excited. So on March 12th, there is a free tryout. It's the grand opening of the Underground, which is going to be X Brand's wrestling school.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to know that your guys are you're not just teaching them deathmatch, or teaching them wrestling
Yeah.
skills too, because what everybody else what's that Facebook that says what your parents think you're doing, what you're actually doing. Like,
Right.
but
Right.
the outside world that doesn't really like the deathmatch scene and calls it bad and garbage, they don't see the what's the word? They don't see the full picture. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this and that. You're like, no. Do you see the blood, sweat, and tears that these people put into doing what they do for a living? No.
Yeah. I brought my mom to a deathmatch show. Actually, it was an X Brand show. I think it was Glitch in the Matrix over at the H2O Center in New Jersey. And I mean, she was probably 75 years old. Her first, I don't know if it was her first live wrestling event, but it might have been. And it was just solid death matches. And
Oh
she
my
was in the
gosh.
front row, and she loved it. I mean, it's not exactly her thing, but she loves, seeing how much I enjoyed it and how much everyone was passionate about it, and how great the people were to her as well. So I really embrace, the deathmatch community, um, and the workers, and I'm excited about the Underground, the school that X Brand's getting started. So that's a new chapter. And the very next day, we have a show at a undisclosed location. I don't know, DM for address. You know how it is these days.
Yeah.
And it is now that's what I call Ultra
Is
Violence
this breaking
Volume One.
news? Is this breaking news, Veronica?
Well, no, it's actually it's
Okay.
posted. It's posted, but I figured I'd remind you guys.
Okay. Oh, I
Now
thought
that's
we.
what I call
Dang
Ultra
it.
Violence
Oh,
Volume One.
I thought I was getting breaking news on the podcast. I was about to do my breaking news button that I've
Uh,
never pushed here on the podcast. This button right here, breaking news. What do you mean, breaking news? Breaking news.
hey.
I've never had that. And they never had a chance to use my breaking news button. Well, if there's anything, do you
uh,
have anything to break any news? Anything, any kind of like reveals on anything new popping up in your promotion or anything?
we might stumble across something here.
Okay, okay. I like getting the news. Back in the day, it was sad to say this. It was horrible. Back in the day, I was interviewing a black podcast called Dirty Heels, and the day of the podcast, somebody in the chat said "Rest in peace, New Jack," and I was like, "Don't do that. Stop that. No, no, no." And then it popped across my Google News, and I was like, "No," and I clicked it, and it was about New Jack, and he passed away, and I was
Yeah.
like, the whole energy of the podcast went nails
Yeah.
nose down. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oof, oof. So,
Uh,
do you do you watch any of this stuff? The bigger like promotions, like the AEWs or like the GCW stuff, like that now.
if anything, the product I find the most interesting is AEW. I mean, obviously, like WWE is a huge, just mammoth organization, and there's a lot going on there, a lot to learn, and much respect to what they do. But I would say AEW is a little more my vibe. I've made it, no secret that I'm a huge timeless Tony Storm fan.
Love her.
Um, yeah, I mean, she is just one of the people that understands the assignment. I mean, she gets out there and entertains people on a level that is you know, just my jam, just
Yeah.
perfect. But some of the other stuff I've seen there, I enjoy as well. Yeah, I would say that's of the bigger stuff. Some of the other stuff I'm not interested in looking at. I've done it a few times, and I'm like, I almost would rather see some, more obscure type of stuff, and something about the hungry, something about young and hungry and ready, and like there's so much potential, and you know, these people are gritty and humble still, and like I love that. I would rather work around,
Oops,
you
sorry.
know. No, you're okay. That's I'd rather work around those type of people
Yeah,
personally.
that
That's
that that's so much better because
yeah,
there's the way that they run WWE now. It's just like Paul, aka Triple H. He really doesn't see the full picture that we all see. He doesn't have really a say. Now it's TKO or whatever they're called, TKO, TO, whatever they're called. They give him a picture. They draw a picture for him and say, "This is what," they put it right in front of his eyes. This is what we want you to see. You could be talking at everything out of his mouth. Oh, I'm gonna go the road and I'm gonna do. He puts a picture in front of their eyes and he says, when you know what I mean, when it's like he's wearing those Apple glasses and he's saying he's seeing what he wants to see, but TKO is putting the big oak tag in front of his face. Okay, read this, and
yeah.
they're like, well, oh, I want to do this. That's why that's why they can't get any sale. Like I'm saying in front of the camera, people always call me a WWE mark, and this is me speaking the truth. That's why they can't get sales because the WrestleMania tickets right now are not selling at all, and they
Wow,
had to. Yeah, they're not selling. It was one of my friends posted it online. That's why they're not selling. They're
wow,
not going by their old standards. They're going by what TKO wants to do about selling tickets, and they're
yeah.
raising the prices so families can't go, and that's why it's screwing it up for people.
Hey, well, speaking of WrestleMania, I'll be in Las Vegas Mania week.
Ooh,
X Brand will be having a show, a big deathmatch show out there on Friday, the 17th of April, at 4 p.m. at the Dive Bar. So
I,
that is a do not miss show for sure if you're in Las Vegas. Um,
I'm gonna be there. I'll definitely DM you. I'll be like, hey, where's this bar again? The
yeah,
address? Just Thai
yeah,
show?
you gotta come check it out. It's chock full. I mean, the card is just like full, and we still got people like, hey, I'm just gonna come, like, workers are like, I'm just gonna come hang out. Because we're fun to hang out with. So that's Are You Saved? The second edition we did Are You Saved last year on a speaking of weird places to do shows. That particular venue was outdoors and it had a skate ramp. We did two shows at that venue. One show was like on the skate ramp. They were bumping on the skate ramp and everything.
Oh no!
Um, yeah, and then also X Brand is going to be having, well, in conjunction with She's Hardcore, is going to be having a uh, sort of a house out there. We're jokingly calling it Blood Island.
Mm,
um, it's a lot of girls. We're gonna have a lot of women all in this one Airbnb, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I think we're gonna stream some stuff and do some, make some goofy content and have fun with that. So it's gonna be a fun week, Mania week. So
wow.
people don't want to waste their money, but they still want to go to Vegas. Like, come spend $30 and come see X Brand, and then stay tuned for all the wacky shenanigans of all the ladies at the She's Hardcore house. I don't know if you've seen the doll, the Dynamite doll.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know Dynamite Doll. I have it. She's another dudes at ringside guest. What a sweet person. I
Yeah,
love her.
she's working with us now. So not only does she stream her podcast on the X Brand platform, but she also is going to be with us in Vegas.
Send her
At
love. Tell her I say hi.
Yeah, she'll be part of the show. So no, she's a sweetheart. This one thing I really actually admire about X Brand is that they're, have always been like very open to um, doing different things, but having women involved. Right now we have, our X Core, our deathmatch belt is on Mickey Knuckles.
Oh, I love Mickey. Oh, I love her. That's
Yeah,
my heart
she
right
won
there.
that at Wicked 13 last year, making it her 10th deathmatch tournament win, which tied her with, I want to say, Tremont and somebody in the chat.
Oh,
I forget who the other person was, but Doesn't matter because
Somebody
it
in the
wasn't
chat.
Mickey
Who
Knuckles.
was it? Who was it?
Yeah, come on,
Sometimes
guys.
they'll answer, sometimes they won't. It's so weird.
Speaking of Mickey Knuckles, we so I have a collaboration that I do with my creative partner Josh Alba. We made a production company called Blood Culture Productions,
Mm.
where blood meets culture.
Mm.
So it's like an integration of violence, ultra violence, and art. Currently, the project we're working on is film, so it's a docu series, and I don't know if you saw it. It's called Scar Tours in the Flesh.
Ooh.
And our first episode, our pilot episode, was Mickey Knuckles, and it is basically wrestlers telling stories and expressing emotions around scars and injuries. I mean, visible, they'll show you a scar and they'll tell you, hey, I was in such and such when this happened. It's really cool. You should check out the Mickey one. It's on the She's Hardcore YouTube right now. And we
Definitely.
just shot one in the cave with Hardcore. And we have multiple of people's, specifically of deathmatch favorites, lined up to tell stories, and everybody's making it their own. So keep your eyes on Blood Culture Productions too, because we're having fun. So we've got we had the Mickey episode on the IWTV, and we just put it on YouTube for free as of yesterday.
Yeah, that the last time I just interviewed Mickey recently in the episode, I did it, and then I was like, do I wait and have it just drop and have it get barely any views? And I was just like, fuck it. Boom. Just loaded it. I don't care. Load. And I was just like, I couldn't. I was like, it felt like I was like a kid that ate too many sugar, those sugar candy in the 90s. I was like, I sounded like Dave Chappelle on acting like the crackhead. I was like, huh, do I release it? Do I wait till like September? And I was like, nah, son, These fans need this, need Mickey stories.
We
I
gotta
need
have it. We gotta have it.
gotta have it now. Gotta give it. Man, that episode was fire. Like she talked about how, I don't know if she said this during her show. She went to like where Australia, and they had I forgot where it was. Australia. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but it was like she did something, and they had the weapons, and they were on the grass, and the from the horse racing place, there was the like poisons in the grass, like keep the bugs out, and whatever it was, she got hit in the head with it, and she was bleeding, and like the top of her head was messed up, and she went home, and she got a headache on the way home, and she had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, she had like a major infection that could have been really serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Mickey's
that was fun.
Mickey's great. We picked her as the first person to do that series with, because I know Mickey very well. She's another one that I'm kind of like a little bit of a hotel here in Philly. So when some of the different wrestlers come through, Mickey stayed with me. Lindsay Snow has stayed with me.
She knows another
Who
good one. Never
else?
interviewed her, but she's good. She's good people.
She's great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we had Lane Bloody stay here. But Mickey and her sister have stayed here before. So yeah, I love all of her stories, and I just love how she tells stories, how she can paint a picture for someone in the ring and outside of the ring. So she was the obvious pick to be the first person that we interviewed, or not interviewed, but let her, kind of talk and tell her own story. But yeah, no, that was crazy, that infection. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that
it
freaked
goes
me.
to show
I
there's
watched it back, and
yeah,
it brought me to tears. I was like, oh my God, we could have
yeah,
lost Mickey Knuckles. We could have lost her. We could have lost the queen. She doesn't
yeah.
like falling that. She got upset. She's like,
Well,
don't
and
call
that
me
calls
Legend Joe.
yeah. So, one of my other nicknames is the hardcore healer, and that's because I am a registered nurse. I have been for about 16 years. Um, and when I got back into indie wrestling and deathmatch wrestling, what I saw the need for, there's not enough like first aid people, or just someone that gives a shit. When you come back from killing yourself in the ring and you walk back in the locker room and you're dripping blood, like got to be nice to have somebody there with some gauze going, come here, let me take care of this. You know, wait, get your photos first. Cause I know what I'm doing. Get your
Yeah.
photos first. Now get over here and stop bleeding. So when I see like serious injuries and things like that, like it's, you know, it's extra painful to see, especially if I'm not there. Not, you know, sometimes there's nothing you can do anyway, but I know there's been some pretty serious injuries. I think, you know, I'm going to knock on wood here. I think we've been lucky as an industry, you know, that I know that, you know, Nick Gage allegedly died and came back to life.
Oh
And
yeah, I saw that one on Dark Side of the Ring. I don't.
yeah,
I see some of the stuff on that show, like with that episode. I would have to ask, like, I would have to hear it from the king of Mister Gage's mouth to
yeah,
really get the full story of it. Because you know, me being a podcaster now, people when
sure.
I ask people questions, it's like I'm asking him a question on the show. It's just
Right,
like
right, right.
I gotta hear from his mouth because that
Yeah,
show kind of like they like they inked a lot of things that he could have really told. I think on that
yeah.
show because it was a TV show. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
another one.
I got asked to speak on the XPW or the Raw Black one and I declined.
Good move.
I
That would have been a
just
good. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I know another female wrestler that I was thinking about when you were talking about female wrestlers. Um, Tori Zapp. Tori Zepp.
Terazet.
I always think it's Tori. I don't know why I think it's. I think it sounds like Tori. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Tori Zapp.
That
Yeah,
she's
Terazet. She's one I got my eye on too. I mean, like I love watching her stuff. She is one of the people that can go from being like one of the most amazingly gorgeous women to just like this monster.
you know
Like when she does
like
her
something out of a
makeup and her
horror
face
movie.
and
Her waist
everything, I'm like,
things.
wow, what a transformation. But I also, you know, just love watching her get wild, and she's like a animal, like a little wild animal.
Yeah, it's like a zombie. Like you watch a zombie come out of like a haunted house when she comes from backstage. She's like,
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love to work with her at some point. We haven't crossed paths yet, but
gonna be there at Mania. She's gonna be at WrestleCon
yeah, hopefully I'll bump into her,
and the
chat with her a little
PWO.
bit. I'll give her some she's hardcore swag.
I'll wear it. If I'm there in Mania, I'll be like, I'll walk around. I'll be instead of the girls outside the show, I'll be the guy with holding the sign. I'll say
Okay. All right.
tickets.
I got a little tank top for you. You just got to learn to shimmy.
Yeah. I gotta work on my quads. I gotta work on my thighs. But I'll get run on the treadmill for an hour. I gotta get rid of a little bit of this belly. But you know, it's cold. It's hard to do your walks in the cold. Treadmill is my best friend now. Till it's
Yeah.
warm out. It's my best friend.
Yeah, it's been pretty freaking cold here in Philly this winter. I've been here for a little over 3 years, and
Wow.
this is my fourth winter in Philly, and
Mm.
this was the first real one.
Oh, yeah.
The first three, I was like, I could do this. This isn't a problem. Like, I don't know what all you people were talking about. And this year, I'm like, oh, it gets a little cold,
A little cold.
a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, I want to. This is so amazing. I'm so glad to have you on, and it was so amazing. If anybody wants to pick up any merch, any of your awesome merch, is there anywhere they could find it?
Yeah. Well, I'm working out with Rock and Horror. You know, Lizzie Borden. I mentioned
Yeah.
earlier. She owns Rock and Horror. Her and her partner. And they do a print shop called Rock and Soul Print Shop, and I'm gonna have them do my next merch drop, which is going to include a t-shirt design that I haven't put out yet, which is the hardcore healer design that Sayozawa did for me. So he's done 2 shirts for me, but I haven't put one of them out. Everybody loved the first design that I put out, and I used the profits from the shirts to you know, to help like get supplies and stuff, because I'll drop off things in locker rooms. I'll just drop off a basket like of first aid and stuff like that. So, yeah, Rock and Soul print shop, but I don't have the information right now. When I get it together, sometime here before Mania, it'll drop.
Got some fans coming in now. Got
Hey,
my
but
buddy.
hey, but if
Yes.
people reach out to me on IG or whatever and say, you got any XLs or whatever, I do. Hit me up.
Awesome. Got one of my biggest fans. He's from Canada. He's in the chat right now. That's the one right there. Dude's at Ringside's the goat. You damn right I'm the goat. God, I always bring the best interviews and also the those most coolest guests in the world, of course.
Hey, hey.
Hey, toot toot. I got toot by my own horn. But do you have any upcoming shows you want to promote before you go, so anybody could pick up a tickets?
Upcoming shows would be on March 13th. X Brand. Now that's what I call ultraviolence. And that is in Delaware. I think I can say that. DM X Brand for tickets. And on April 17th, that is going to be in Las Vegas during Mania Week. We're doing a 4 p.m. show at the Dive Bar, and that show is going to be insane. It's going to be so much fun. I would not miss that. That I would say that is one of the events to be at during Mania Week in Vegas this year.
Awesome. If I manage to get myself to Las Vegas, I will let you know, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm here. Send me the GPS to the bar. I hope it's not that far from my hotel, so I can
Hey,
just."
babe, we could do one of your podcasts live or something.
Oh
But
my
she said
god, I'll
her house
definitely
is
do
going to
that.
have there's going to be about probably eight women staying there. We'll have Ludark, Angel Metro, myself, Vivian Joro,
Vivian's
the
gonna jump in my
Dynamite
arms. She's
Doll.
like, Joe, like she's gonna
Yeah.
jump in.
And Eden Poison, my arch nemesis, Eden Poison, will probably be there unless I kick her out.
As long as there's no cats, nobody punching and kicking, we're fine.
Well, I'm sort of hoping maybe we'll work out some of our issues in that house. You never know.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Never
Blood
know.
Island. We're calling it Blood Island.
That sounds great. Oh my gosh, I could be the host.
I will break one thing that we haven't dropped yet.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Do. Breaking news. Yes. Okay, what do we got?
All right. So you're going to see it drop soon, but Bleeding Hearts Deathmatch Dating. Are you looking for love in an ultra-violent world? I'm really big on these reality romance shows, and I want to see what happens when you put two people together that have a infatuation with ultraviolence, and we'll see how it works out. And there may or may not be some nuptials happening.
Wow. Well, you never know.
I mean, we're really trying to make a love connection. So you heard it here first. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Oof. Oof. Internet. Oof. At least it's not on Twitter. We're not live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. So, Facebook could be bad too.
we might make it there.
Well, I want to thank you so much. You could definitely please give this episode tons of likes, share it like around all your social medias. I'm Joe Panther the Third, and this is Veronica Kane, the coolest.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
And we will catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody.
See you, Ringside crew.